Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experienced as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting, doing church God's way. Are you aware that 70... Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for hooking up with me on Monday Morning Matters. Monday Morning Matters is coming your way every Monday, every Mondays of the week. Coming your way every Mondays of the week. So please tune in every 7 a.m. Monday to be able to get you connected to Monday Morning Matters. Okay, let's go. The year is wrapping up. It's coming to an end. We need to finish strong. Apologies for last Monday's broadcast in terms of sound. That's to do with my microphone. I've made some changes. Let me know if the sound is good and is okay at your end. Want to welcome every one of you to Monday Morning Matters. Monday Morning Matters come your way every Mondays of the week. We started a new series this month, December 2024, Healthy Church Budget. And today is going to be part 4 of 5. So please, I'm going to do a recap because of what we had last week in terms of part 3. We started that series the beginning of this month. Usually we like to have a focus for the month, and then we deal with it throughout the weeks, Mondays of that month. Next year we'll try to see how we can get a focus for every Monday of the years. Okay, welcome everyone to Facebook, this Facebook Live broadcast show YouTube channel. We want to welcome you to Monday Morning Matters. Monday Morning Matters coming your way every Mondays. Welcome to, also want to welcome our YouTube channel. Thank you for hooking up with us. All right, we're so glad you're part of this live broadcast show. I'm Niyi Dunmade, lead consultant, founder and CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. What is and who is Magnicraft Consulting? Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, revitalization, trainings, and strategic blueprint. Our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solutions. Okay, so we like to create solutions to churches so that they can grow and become healthier. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. I'm also your host to the weekly Facebook Live broadcast show every Mondays of the week, 7 a.m. Nigerian time. I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. At this point, I want to thank everyone who has been liking, sharing our content, reacting to our content, chatting with us on some of the content we have shared so far, the broadcast content we have shared so far, and we want to just appreciate you for this. Let's just go through some promo, and then we'll come back to the juice of the day. So this Monday Morning Matters, we need Dunmade, the certified church consultant. And so, of course, we want to believe that our expertise could be of great help to you and your church. All right, this month we're going to wrap up strong with healthy church budget. Healthy church budget. And so the other one has to do with becoming a certified church consultant. Dr. Tom Rayner and Church Answers, where being able to have a partnership where these things are discounted for everyone who, you are a church staff, you are a ministry staff, you are a pastor, you want to become a certified church consultant. It's truly going to help you. It's going to help you grow your church well and become healthier. You want to help your own church. You want to help other churches revitalize. Reach out to me. I'm going to give you all the information you need for you to be able to get that certification and training as it is. Now, my book is still on Amazon. Thank you, Pastor Joel, for the likes on Amazon. Church Retention, Pathway to Growth. Please feel free to get those copies on Amazon, or scan the QR code on the screen, or you search for the name in Amazon, and then you are able to get all the things this book on Amazon. Church Retention, Pathway to Growth. And then the second one, which is Busting Church Growth Myth. There's one that is coming out, Data-Driven Leadership, is coming out very soon, first quarter of next year. And please stay tuned, you're going to get that. But this is available on Amazon on the QR code, Busting Church Growth Myth. And please make sure you visit our social media or YouTube channel to be able to get good content. Now, healthy church budget. There's a way your budget can be that will never power your church to be healthy. There's a way your church budget can be that will not enable you as a church to grow. There's a way the church budget can be that it will be counterproductive to what God wants to do in your church. And that's why we are focusing on healthy church budget. Giving is a proof that people are having a buy-in or ownership to the vision that you have shared with them. If you share the vision with someone and someone is owning the vision, the proof is that you will see their resources, not necessarily money, their services, their income be seen to sponsor or to fund the budget that you have shared with them. And so that's how you know maturity level, where you have a vision that is being shared about the Great Commission and the Great Commandment, and you have the congregation having to take the ownership of the vision, and then they are able to fund it as it should be. Now, the first Monday of December 2024, we talked about mission-driven allocation. You as a church, you need to know how much you are setting aside to fulfill the Great Commission. How much are you setting aside to do evangelism and outreach in your Jerusalem? Okay, so the first thing that must be spelled out in your church budget to be healthy has to be mission-driven allocation. Now, everything that the church does is not all of equal importance. They are important, but it's not of all equal importance. And so we need to be very sure that the church is majoring on what is major and minoring on what is minor. Not minoring on what is major or majoring on what is minor. And so that's the first one, mission-driven allocation. The second one has to do with people-centered investment. You can never get it wrong when you invest into people. Even when they leave your church, they are not leaving the kingdom. They are not leaving the body. And so when you invest in people, they will give you dividends that you will have spent money to create. For example, the capital project, buildings, vehicles, all kinds of capital projects. But you see, when you build the people, they are going to build the things that you need to fulfill the mission that God has given you. So the second one has to do with how much are you giving, are you allocating to investing in people-centered programs, in trainings, development, discipleship. Okay, people-centered investment. Now, another thing you're going to look at: what is the cost? What is the cost for a church to mature a disciple? How much money are you allocating to that cost? How much money are you allocating to make sure that one disciple is grounded and established in faith and in Christ? You see, one of the things is, if we are not majoring on evangelism and discipleship, the devil has succeeded in making us run after what is not really the most important things in our church. Then the third Monday so far, where I had some hiccups with sound, we talked about facility and operational expenses. Okay, facility and operational expenses. You see, this is like the lifeblood. I mean, you are going to be getting some power, electricity, things that makes the volunteers to recurring expenses. Okay, things that makes the volunteers to be encouraged to give their service, to render their service to God, to be able to make sure that operational efficiency is there. There's no lack of funds for operational effectiveness and efficiency. Now, when you talk about healthy church budget, we need to be very clear that we need to build a financial stability. Okay, financial stability must be so clear that the church must know what they are doing with the income. Budget actually helps us to track where all the income is going, as expenses. So 3 areas that I said that are very crucial with every income that comes to your church has to do with: 1, savings; 2, investment; then the third has to do with insurance. Your building should have insurance. Your staff, you should have health insurance. Your vehicles should have vehicle insurance. So those 3 things are very important. If you want to have some way forward in terms of how your church is operating, you need to make sure that your church has these 3 concepts in your budgeting. How much are you putting to savings? We're going to talk about that percentages next week, Monday, to wrap up this topic. But how much are you putting on investment? How much are you putting on insurances? And so with all those 3 can really tell us how your financial future as a church can be. So building financial stability must also be understood from the fact that stability financially can help you cushion emergency situations, because you have the reserve funds in your budget. So every budget should have a reserve fund. Now the thing is, we need to focus on why a healthy church budget includes emergency and reserve funds. That is very crucial. Emergency and reserve funds. I know in Nigeria we have every context is peculiar with the kind of emergencies they have. Okay, and abroad they are prone to tornadoes, they are prone to volcano, they are prone to earthquake, they are prone to hurricanes, and those are really environmental emergencies. But you see, emergencies, they are of all kinds. Okay, and so the church must be able to include in their budget, this is the amount of money. Like when we had COVID-19, a lot of pastors in Nigeria were lost because there was no preparation of funds, reserve funds for emergencies. Okay, the emergency was out of control in terms of how the church needs to handle it, because there was no reserve funds for it. Now we need to also know that practical steps need to be taken on how to build and maintain these reserve funds, this emergency and reserve fund. It's very, very important. As your church is growing large, that's how your reserve, emergency and reserve funds need to be. There may be a stampede that requires your attention to certain persons who will be injured, and so those emergency and reserve funds can be used for those kind of expenses. Now these reserves can provide stability financially and peace of mind. You see, one of the things is, if a church has emergency and reserve funds, there is a kind of peace of mind that the church the church leaders and the congregation is going to have. In fact, in some places, some members want to know the emergency and reserve funds of the church for them to join the church, because they are looking at the safety of their future. They are looking at the safety of how their stay in that church can be. I hope this internet is going to help me. All right, it's back. So they want to know how, if there's an emergency, this is how the church is going to respond. Okay, so emergency and reserve funds is very, very crucial. And you see, if the church is small, they require small emergency and reserve fund. But as the church is growing, you need to be able to begin to increase your percentages of how much you are putting aside for emergency and reserve funds. Now, what's the purpose of reserve funds? Okay, is to set aside some money in case there is some form of emergencies, okay, unforeseen expenses, to be able to financially cushion the impact, cushion the effect of those economic downturns as a church. Those emergency funds can be used to ensure that the church does not go extinct because of limited funds to stay afloat, to stay alive, to stay on track in terms of the great commission that God has given them. And so these funds, these emergency funds and reserve funds are very, very crucial. Now the next one has to do with generosity. Now the church needs not to be a place of receiving funds, but to be a channel of those funds. I mean, you should find a way of being generous to your community. All right, find so your tithes, you're giving your portion of your budget to, in terms of charitable givings. All right, charitable givings. Being generous as a church reinforces the importance of giving. If as a church you are not generous with your giving, don't expect your congregation to be generous with their giving. So the importance of giving and support to other social services, ministries, missions, that values. Now, emergency and reserve funds, as I said, is very, very crucial, because that also helps to give some financial cushion for unexpected expenses, allowing for the church to remain stable in times of crisis like what we had in COVID-19. Okay, unforeseen repairs. You might have some storm that pull off the roof. Economic downturns where the value of the currency is going so bad. How do you cushion the effect of that in budget? The next has to do with transparency, accountability in your church finances. I mean, that's another problem. Maybe next year we're going to look at it. How do you stay transparent and accountable with your church finances, building trust through your budgeting processes? Okay, how you collect money, people need to know. How you spend money, people need to know. Your budgeting procedure, people need to know. Because when they know these things, they know that for every dollar that is given, every dollar is going to be used very well. Transparency in your church can foster trust and accountability within your church. Every leader must be guided on how to create and present a clear budget, a budget report that is that reassures the members about their contribution to be used judiciously. I mean, most countries do budget presentation, and they do budget defense. See, but the thing is, what you have received, if you can be able to show to the people that you have used that funds, they are going to give you more. There's the importance of transparency in terms of communicating clearly with the people how you are receiving their income, in terms of how budget builds the trust and engages members in the church mission. Now, the tools you're going to be using for transparency are very important in terms that will help you in financial management. Okay, real life transparency practices will help more income to your church. Also, real life increasing the platforms at which you are receiving funds can also help you. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket or one channel. You can receive income through cash, you can receive income through check, you can receive income through transfers, through POS terminals and things like that. But if the church does not create that platform for church members to be able to be fluid in giving, there's no how your giving can be transparent and effective. All right, let me close the curtain at this point. If you have any church related questions for me, let us have them, the social media handles, and we're going to get more than an answer for me. You have any church related inquiries, you have any question and answer to some of the things that we have shared so far, perhaps you want to even just engage in a conversation with me on any of our social media handles, you're sure going to contact us in no time. Please, this video has been helpful to you. You've liked the content. I've seen some likes already. Thank you so much. If you like this video content, give us a like. Do share us to your community. Drop a comment in the comment section what you feel about the things you have heard. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you listening to me from? And then we'll go to get the engagement further from that moment. Please, we do consultation, we do revitalization, we do trainings, we do strategic planning for churches. Reach out to us so that we can help your church, help you with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and results. Thank you for the attention, and may God bless each and every one of you as you have an exciting and a fruitful festive period. Compliment of the season, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. See that come your way next week, Monday, with the last Monday morning matter. Episode past 5 of 5 on this topic, healthy church budget. I say bye bye. I love you and God bless you. Thank you so much.